Hi everyone, welcome to Book Boop and welcome to a new reading vlog. It's currently Monday and it's been a great day so far. It's still nice and early in the morning. It's 9 a.m. I just dropped my daughter off at school and ran a quick errand. And now I'm home for the rest of the day. I've gotten to where I really enjoy Mondays, which is weird to say since most people are like, I hate Mondays so much. And normally I didn't really like Mondays. But now I really enjoy them because this is the one day a week that I am home by myself. And it's really, really nice. So I get to dictate pretty much my whole day, and it's really chill and quiet and lovely, and I love it. It's so nice. I just had a really, really great weekend. It was busy but fun, and I'm excited to kick off a new week and a week of reading and a week of work and all the things. I have to do a little bit of work today, and I also need to do laundry, fun adulting things. It's a good time. But I'm hoping to get some reading in today. The books that I am reading currently, and yes, I said books. I've got two books going right now. I have one that I'm physically reading and one that I'm reading on my Kindle while I exercise. So let's talk about those really quick. So the one I'm reading physically is The Bride Collector by Ted Dekker. I'm not terribly far into it. I feel like I've already been reading this book forever. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really enjoying it very much, which is a bummer. So I've read a lot of Ted Dekker's books. He is a Christian thriller author. I know those two things don't feel like they really go together, but he's honestly really good at writing thrillers. He also writes fantasy as well. And I've read quite a few of his books and have enjoyed most of them. But the book I read last of his, I didn't like. I'm blanking on the name of it, but I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it. And ever since then, I have been hesitant to pick up another one of his books for some reason, which is silly considering the fact that I've loved most everything else that he's read. I don't know why my dog is snorting right now. So if you hear that, I'm sorry. He's such an old man. So this particular book is it's not a murder mystery, but it's kind of similar to that. It's like a thriller type thing following a serial killer that has been nicknamed the Bride Collector. So in this story, we have a serial killer who is kidnapping what he deems as beautiful women, and he murders them in a very specific way. He basically he drills a hole into both of their heels, I guess, to hit certain main arteries, and he drains them of blood and he glues them to a wall and puts a bridal veil on them. Really disturbing. Yes, I agree. So we're following a couple of FBI agents who are trying to find the serial killer and stop him. What's a little bit different about this one is it's not necessarily a murder mystery in that we actually, as the reader, we already know who the serial killer is. We're actually getting chapters in the serial killer's perspective. So it's kind of hopping back and forth between the FBI and the serial killer for us as a reader. And which is a little bit different for me. A lot of times when I read books like this, you're usually you're with the person who's trying to find the killer and you're just mainly on their perspective and you don't know who the serial killer is or who the killer is. And in this case, we do. So that's a little bit different. I'm going to be honest, I've been uncomfortable with a lot of the writing style in this book, and some of it makes sense. So obviously the chapters that are in the serial killer's perspective, we're in that person's mind and it's disturbing. Those chapters are creepy and disturbing, as they should be. That makes sense. But I don't particularly like our main guy protagonist, the FBI agent. We have a couple of different FBI agent perspectives we're in, and one of them is a male, one of them is a female. The female one doesn't bother me as much, but the male one, the way he describes and talks about women makes me uncomfortable. He's very he's been trying to think in the way that the serial killer would when he looks at women, to try to think about, to kind of get in that person's head, to try to figure out who this person is. And I get that. I understand that. But he would look at his partner, his woman FBI partner, and he would go through in his mind looking at her, and it's very just it's uncomfortable. It's not just a very polite way of saying how she's pretty. It's just talking about her in a very possessive and very like I'm looking at a cheeseburger kind of way, and it makes me so uncomfortable, and I don't like it. I don't like it. So I'm gonna be honest, I'm not liking this book, but I want to read it because I've had it on my shelf for like 2+ years. I bought it. Now, granted, I bought it at a library sale, so I spent like $2 on it maybe. So I'm not like losing a whole bunch of money if I don't read it. But I'm just like, I paid for this, I bought it, I've had it on my shelf, let's read it, and I'm pushing through it. I'm hoping it gets better. I'm sure it will. Like, well, I'm sure I'll probably get more invested in the mystery of it, at least for the FBI agents, them trying to like figure it out. Because obviously I know who it is because we're told that like very, very early on in the book, like here's the killer, here's his perspective, and it's uncomfortable. So there's that. Okay, so that's one thing I'm reading, and I've got quite a bit of ways to go, and I haven't had a lot of time to read lately, so it feels like I've been in this book for a really long time, even though it hasn't been that long. The other book I'm reading on my Kindle is called Dark Waters by Catherine Arden, and it is the third book in this like paranormal middle grade series, and I really enjoy it a lot. It's super cute and it is really spooky, and I really enjoy it. I think it's called the Small Spaces series, but I might be wrong about that. The first book is called Small Spaces, and we've got this really great group of like 3 friends, and they're basically being hunted and haunted by this demonic, spooky presence who is just like constantly hunting them down. And each book they've kind of been facing this presence and facing new terrifying things in relation to this particular spirit who is called the Smiling Man. And it's really good. I'm really enjoying it a lot. I just started it. I'm only like 2 chapters in, but I really love it. It's so fun, and I really enjoy reading. I love the good friendships that we usually have in middle grade, and I love how spooky it can get even though it's just middle grade. I really love it. It's so fun. So I'm loving I'm loving that one, not loving The Bride Collector that much. But yeah, hopefully I can get a little bit of reading done on each of those today. I read my Kindle while I'm on the treadmill, and I'm definitely working out today. So I will hopefully get a good chunk of that book read today, and hopefully get a little bit more reading of The Bride Collector today and get a little bit further into it. I think my dog's toy is like stuck underneath something, and that's why he's moaning about it, and I will help him in a second. But few super random things. I'm sorry this is going to be a longer clip, but since between my last vlog and this one, I've had my birthday, and I have something I really, really want to show you guys. It's actually behind me. That little blue box over there with the handle on it. So this is something I really, really wanted, and my parents got for me for my birthday. It is a record player. It's so cool. I love it so much. I'm so excited. Yes, I'm one of those people. I have turned into one of those record buying people, and I am loving it. I'm loving it so much. And that other blue box there, my brother got that for me to go with my record player, and it actually is a container, like a box that holds records in it. So I've got like this little matching set, and it's super cute. And I kind of want to show you what records I have really quick because I'm being a nerd about it, and I really want to show you. So I'm going to show you that. And also, I am excited that it's almost the end of September, which means I can finally decorate for Halloween soon. I can't wait. I can't wait to show you guys my Halloween decorations. I don't think I've ever really shown them that much in my videos, and I really just want to give you a tour of my decorations because I love Halloween, and I love Halloween decorations so much. I can't wait to decorate for Halloween. I want to do it already, but my husband's like, please wait until like October or really close to October. So I have things decked out in generic fall right now, which is fine. And it gives me fall vibes, but I want Halloween. I want spooky. Okay. All right. Let me show you my vinyl. That sounded kind of weird, but let me show you my vinyl. Okay, first of all, here is my beautiful record player up close. It's so pretty, and I love it. It's like this little suitcase, and it's got little speakers. Also, it's able to do Bluetooth. Whoa, that's really, there we go. It got a little fuzzy. It's able to do Bluetooth too, so I can hook my phone up to it and play. But I mean, that's not the fun part. The fun part's the records. So the inside's really cool. Whoop. It's called Retro Life, and it's awesome, and I love it. And it sounds halfway decent. I'm not one of those people that's super picky about the sound and need to have something that sounds amazing. It's just the nostalgia of having the record player that's fun. Okay, now I'm gonna show you the records that I have. Hopefully I'm not giving you all whiplash on like the changing perspectives and locations, but here are the records that I have. I'm very excited. So these are the ones that I bought the day after my parents gave me the record player because I had no records at all. So my parents and I went to Target and I found some records to purchase. Got some good old classics. So I got this Greatest Hits of Queen, which is amazing. A lot of glare on it. It's got like, well, honestly, all their greatest hits on it, and I love it, and it's awesome. It's fantastic. It's like a 2-set thing, and the records are like, oh, I can't show you right now. The records are like this red marble, and it's really, really cool. My parents purchased for me this Michael Jackson Thriller album. It's a 2-sided thing, and the other side has a different picture, but I love this one because it's like the Thriller one that is very shiny. I'm sorry, it's like a plasticky case. I wish this hadn't come in this kind of case. It's not, I don't feel like it's very protective, to be honest. I don't know, but I really like this one too. Unfortunately, I think this one's maybe slightly damaged because it skips on a few things, and I don't think it's the player because it hasn't been skipping on like any other record. So I'm afraid this one might have a few scratches on it, but whatever. Then this one, this one feels goofy. I bought it, and part of me wishes I hadn't because I'm like, when am I gonna listen to this? But I bought the Evanescence album. I used to listen to this on repeat when I was a teenager, okay? I loved this band and this album when I was a teen. This is not the kind of music that I listen to anymore. I don't usually listen to like that emo-y rock kind of stuff anymore. It's not really the kind of music I listen to. So I put this briefly on my record player when I first got it, and I was like, this has nostalgia for me, but man, I don't listen to this kind of music anymore. So part of me is like, why did I buy this? But it's kind of fun to have, and maybe if I'm like in a really grumpy emo mood, then I can put it on. I don't know. But this was the main album I thought of that I wanted so bad for my record player because it's probably my favorite album of all time because I like every single song on it. I just got it in the mail on Saturday, and I haven't had a chance to open it and listen to it yet, so hopefully today I can. But it's the Viva La Vida Coldplay album. I love this album so much. I love every song on it, and I just love it. I love it. I love this album. And this was the first one I thought of. I was like, I have to have this on vinyl because I would love to have this to listen to. So again, this is like plastic. It's got plastic on it right now, so it's very shiny, but I'm so excited about that. Okay, now the last few that I have to show you, I am so geeked out about because I went to a used record store that is about, 20 or 30 minutes away from me with my sister-in-law, and I had so much fun in there because they had, they have some new ones, but mainly they're all used and old records, and they had some bins there that were buy one, get one free, and they were already $1. So I bought 5 records for $2. The guy threw in an extra one for me for free. So I got these really amazing old records, and I'm so excited about them. I listened to some of them yesterday, and I love them so much. So I've got this one. It's like, I'll set it over here. A Classic Affair, and it's got like a lot of really popular classical music on it. Like, it has Moonlight Sonata on it, and La Boheme? I don't know. I know I'll recognize a lot of these because I grew up playing in orchestra and all those kind of things. So I've heard a lot of these main like popular classical pieces. So this one will be really, really fun. And it has like that crackly sound that records have. I just love it. I listened to this one yesterday, and it's Irving Berlin Orchestra. And this one has some songs that I recognize. Like it's got Putting on the Ritz on there. I'm looking at the back here. I know there's another one that I recognize, but I'm blanking on it. But this got like a whole bunch of old songs on here. No vocals. I thought it might have vocals, but it doesn't. It's just all orchestral, but I love it. It's got that old-timey, like, orchestral thing going on, and I love it. It's just, and these have like that old record smell. Then I've got this one. It's the Tiffany Ball, and it's got lots of songs I know as well. This one is also, I think, all just orchestral too, but it's got like Some Enchanted Evening. It's got I'm Gonna Wash That Man Right Out of My Hair, Bewitched, People Will Say We're in Love, Old Man River. Like there's just, I'm looking at all the ones that I recognize. There's just so many songs on here, and I love it. It's, again, it has that like old-timey orchestra, crackly record player thing, and I love it. I also played this one yesterday too, and this one is Moon River, Lawrence Welk, and this one also is all just orchestral, but I love it because it's got so many songs I recognize. It has Moon River, it has The Hills Are Alive from The Sound of Music, but it's just like the music. It's got Some Enchanted Evening, Love is a Mini Splendid Thing, Till There Was You, like lots of old songs that I know, mainly because I used to play violin for weddings, and a lot of times this kind of music is picked for weddings, so I recognize a lot of them, and it's just so much fun, you guys. Goodness, it's so fun. I know there was one other, here it is. This one my sister-in-law actually picked out for me, and this is the one that got through in for free, and it's the Mormon Tabernacle Choir. This one probably would have a little bit more of a Christmassy feel, but it's got, again, like main classical songs like Sheep May Safely Graze, Jesu Joy, the Hallelujah Chorus from Messiah, a lot of Bach on here. But it's just kind of like old classical songs that usually you kind of think of for Christmas, and it's got a choir. I haven't listened to this one yet. So anyways, those are all my records right now. I have several on my wish list that hopefully I can purchase over time. I've got a bunch of Christmas ones that I want. I absolutely have to get the Vince Guaraldi Charlie Brown Christmas album. I have to get that one. I have to get a Bing Crosby Christmas album. Those are like my two favorite types of Christmas albums. I want to get some Mannheim Steamroller Christmas albums. I want to get another Coldplay album. There's this other one I saw that has like a mashup of a bunch of different popular 80s rock songs, which my husband and I would love. So I have so many records I want to get, and I cannot wait to go back to that used record store and like look through their bargain bin some more, because I didn't even look for that long. And I found some great stuff, and it's so cheap. So I'm a happy camper. I am loving it. I'm sorry if this was boring to you, but I am so excited about my new record player and the cool music, and it's just so awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and get cracking on my day. I've started some laundry already, but I need to work some more. I might put on a record while I work. I don't know, we'll see. But I need to exercise and, just do all the adulty things. But happy Monday. I hope you all are having a great start to your week as well. And hopefully I'll have some reading updates for you in a little bit. All right, my dudes, we need to chat for a second. This is gonna be probably the dumbest part of this vlog, but I don't care. This is such a first world problem, and you're gonna think I'm ridiculous, because I know I'm being ridiculous. But there is this specific small business called Zippity Tees. They sell usually t-shirts and sweatshirts that are Disney themed, and they have this specific design for Halloween Town that I am absolutely obsessed with, and they sell it on t-shirts and sweatshirts, but they always sell things on limited stock. I have been stalking this particular business's Instagram for months, waiting for them to restock the Halloween Town sweatshirts. And you guys, they are being restocked tonight. And I found out about it a few days ago, and I have set an alarm on my phone 5 minutes before they go live, so I can try to buy it as quickly as possible. Here's why. Because apparently, the last time they restocked a sweatshirt was like in May or June of this year, and it sold out in 3 minutes. 3 minutes, guys. So I am stressed out. This is the dumbest thing ever. Do I need the sweatshirt? No. Do I want it? Yes. Is it too expensive? Yes, it is. If you have ever shopped any like fandom stuff or just bookish related shirts and sweatshirts, they are so freaking adorable, and I've seen so many that I love. But you guys, they're pricey. I can't be plopping down this much money on sweatshirts and t-shirts that I don't really need. Do I have sweatshirts? Yes, I do. Do I need another one? Probably not. But I want a Halloween Town one. I've wanted a Halloween Town like shirt of some kind for the longest time, and I rarely ever see a design that I like, because they almost always say Halloween Town University and it looks collegiate, and I'm like, no, that sounds like the third movie, and I didn't really like the third movie that much. The best ones are the first two, and I want a really good design, and this is a great design. So my husband has agreed to assist me in said purchase. He's gonna sit with me. I'm gonna have the website pulled up, my credit card ready. He's gonna sit with me to help me make the purchase as fast as possible, because people were like commenting on the Instagram post saying like this shirt's coming back in stock. And like people were commenting like, what's the secret to getting this shirt? Because that's when I found out like sold out in 3 minutes. People were like, type fast. And I'm like, that's so stressful. I'm like, okay, I've decided exactly what size I'm getting and exactly what color I'm getting. I just have to click it, put it in cart, purchase it. Can I do that fast enough? I don't know. I'm not sure how many people are going to be buying this. Probably a lot of people are, because the last time this sold in 3 minutes, this was far away from spooky season. It is currently spooky season. People have spooky season on the brain. So they're probably like, ooh, Halloween Town sweatshirt, yes please. And this is gonna sell out quick. And I'm so stressed and it's stupid. This is such a first world problem. I don't need this sweatshirt, but I want it. This is dumb. So I will update you. This happens tonight. So I will update you at some point after I have tried to buy the sweatshirt and let you know if I actually was able to buy it, if I was successful. Every time I think about it, my stomach hurts. So I'm trying not to think about it because I feel stupid. Honestly, I feel absolutely ridiculous for being stressed about it because it's silly. I don't need this sweatshirt. I don't need to be stressed about it. I probably don't need to be buying it. I don't need to be plunking down this much money for a sweatshirt that I don't need, but I want it. I want it. So anyways, we'll see how that goes. And that was my really dumb tangent for this video. So I am sorry. Let me know if you also stress about purchasing things, especially when it's something that sells out in minutes, because... Really quick update. I know this is a weird angle and the lighting's probably terrible, but you guys, I got the sweatshirt. I got the sweatshirt. I think I checked out in like 30 seconds. I'm the most ridiculous human alive. I sat there with the laptop and kept refreshing the page, and I got it immediately. And so I have the sweatshirt. I don't know when it's coming. I don't care, but I have it. I ordered it. It's coming my way. So I'm so excited. I wonder how fast it's going to sell out this time. Oh my gosh, but I'm excited. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. Happy Tuesday. Ignore the mess behind me. There's Moon being adorable and rubbing his face on the carpet. So obviously I got a little bit too invested in the purchasing the sweatshirt drama. I didn't end up giving you any updates on my reading, but I did get some reading done yesterday. Before I do that though, look at my nails. Aren't they so fun? I don't know if it's blurry or not. Fall has me in a chokehold. They're just like the Kiss press-on nails, so I didn't like go get them done. I don't end up doing that, but I like putting on the fake nails, especially when there's like holiday ones, so they're so fun. I put this on last night, so it's fun. Okay, so reading updates. I did read some more of, is it Deep Waters or Dark Waters? Don't know why I can't seem to remember the name of the dang book, but it's that Catherine Arden middle grade book, and I'm really enjoying it a lot. Sorry, Moon just jumped on the couch next to me, so sorry if that was loud and it moved the camera. I really like it a lot. So I'm usually not a huge fan of books that are set on a boat or like kind of more nautical, piratey. I'm not really liking books like that much, at least in the past I haven't. And this one's very much kind of like centered on water and boats and that kind of stuff, and like a sea creature, that kind of thing. And guys, it got so good. Like I'm about 30% or so into the book, and it started to get really intense and honestly stressful. Now granted, I was working out while I was reading. I was on the treadmill. However, like I felt my pulse rise, and it was not because of my workout. It was because I was getting stressed out for the characters, and it was getting really intense. So it's really good, and I'm enjoying it a lot. I think I'm enjoying it more than the second book in that series. So The Bride Collector. I got a measly 1 chapter read in that book yesterday. 1. That's it. That's all I got through. This is why it's taking me so darn long to read this book. I feel like every time I sit down to read it, I only get like a chapter or two in. I feel like I'm constantly having distractions every time I read, and I'm not able to fully focus, and I'm having to like reread paragraphs over and over and all this kind of stuff. So it just feels like it's taking absolutely forever. The other thing too is I've just started feeling some guilt with reading lately, because I usually don't end up sitting down to read until everything else is done for the day. Everything's set to rights. I've either, I've gotten work done that day. I've done all the adulting, parenting things I need to do, whatever. I feel like I have to get to the point where it's like, okay, I've got everything settled in. I've done everything I needed to do or feel like I need to do. Now I can sit down and read. And it takes me such a long time to get to that point for during the day. And then on top of that, once I get there, that's also when I'm able to finally like be around my husband. And I've been feeling guilty lately, like I need to be spending time with my husband and talking with him and interacting with him instead of sitting on the couch and reading. So I've been kind of like battling that in my brain a little bit. So just focus for reading has been hard. I really don't want to set the Bride Collector aside though, because I'm afraid if I do, I won't pick it back up again. So anyways, hopefully I should be able to get more read in both of those books today later. I'm currently on my lunch break for work and trying to hurry through this clip because I don't have a whole lot of time, because I do have something really fun in this clip though. I got a book order in today that I ordered like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Finally got it in. I'm a little nervous to open it. I'm gonna unbox it right here. The reason I'm nervous, because it says this on it. It says, "We're sorry that the article was damaged during processing." The box is, well, you can't tell on that side. Hold on. There's like a giant bash in this side and like tears in it. And the books are like just rattling around in there. And I'm like, oh no, what condition are these books in? So I'm really nervous. I think I have 8 books in this box. So let me share with you what I purchased. 5 of these books are ones that I have already read, but I really, really enjoyed. I wanted to own physically and put in my personal library. So, I've got my scissors here. And I'm going to just try to open this, and let's just see if the books survived the journey, because that is what I'm nervous about. I'm so afraid that these books are horribly damaged. It feels like there's extra tape on here than normal too. Like they tried to like retape things. I don't know. I'm not really sure. What a mess. Okay. Ugh. Oh geez. Usually I don't have this much trouble opening up a package, but it's, wow, yeah, they used a lot of tape. All right. Oh, yep, there's the books. Nice. I don't want to mess up my nails. I just put them on. No. That's the only thing when you do like the press-on nails and stuff. They're not like super, super high quality, and you have to be careful. Otherwise, you like break them and whatever. Okay. Yay! Books. Okay, so far just opening it, they look like they're okay. They look like in halfway decent condition. So the first one I got, yep, it looks good, is Tales from the Hinterland by Melissa Albert. This is sort of like a side book to her series. I'm blanking on the name of the series all of a sudden. Best-selling author of the Hazelwood. So the Hazelwood series, this is sort of like a spin-off fairy tale book that's mentioned in the series. And I have read this and really enjoyed it. It's like really creepy fairy tales that have been written, and I love that. I wanted to show you illustrations. The illustrations are really creepy. Everything's in like black, white, and red. But I had a good time reading these, and I've just wanted to own them. I'm trying to find another illustration here. But I thought this was a really fun, like spooky fairy tale. It just reminds me of like Grimm's fairy tales. Oh, that one's really cool. The Sea Cellar. It's just, anyways, these are really, really fun. I really like these a lot. I liked it a lot more than the actual book series. I really enjoyed this. So I'm excited to have that. And it's kind of got like that velvety cover, and it's just printed on the book. So it doesn't have like a slip case cover on it or anything like you normally would have. So I really like that. That's going to be pretty on my shelf. Oh no. Ooh, some of the books were crammed into the other books, but I think the pages are okay. This is one I haven't read, and that's Kiki's Delivery Service by Aiko Kadono. I probably butchered that. I'm sorry. This is the book that's the book that the movie Kiki's Delivery Service is based off of. So the book was first, and then the movie, I'm pretty positive. And I really like the movie. It's super cute. This is super laid back, chill, just story about a witch named Kiki with her familiar pet cat, and she moves to a town, and moves there and wants to become like the town's witch, and she delivers things on her broom, and it's adorable. This is pretty darn short, it looks like. And I don't know, I think I might try to read this soon because this just would be perfect for like a cozy fall read. So I'm excited about that one. This one, I'm so excited to have this in my hands. This is the seventh book in the Wayward Children series. I think that's correct. Where the Drowned Girls Go. I've read this one. I gave it 5 stars. It's by Sean McGuire. I would love to collect all of these at some point. They're all novellas. So they're super short. But here's the thing. They're all like still cost the amount of like a full-length novel. And I'm like, I can't. They're all like, you know, $15 to $20 a piece. And this is 7. And there's still going to be more. So, but this one was, I got all these books from Book Outlet, so they were all heavily discounted. So they had this one, and I really love it. It's so pretty. So glad to actually have one of these books physically. Hopefully one day I can have them all physically. We shall see. All right, next, this is another one I have not read as well, and it looks perfect for spooky season. It's called The Hidden Seek by Nate Cernosic. I have no idea how to pronounce that last name, but I don't really fully remember what this one's about, but it's a spooky middle grade. It says, you hid, but you were not found. You thought you were playing a harmless game. You were wrong. That's all it says in the back. So, of course, it says, come out wherever you are on the cover. It just looks really spooky and fun. It's a nice, short, little spooky middle grade. So, that one looks cool. Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, this one's damaged. No. Okay. Well, maybe it just adds to the aesthetic of it. I've got Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. It's damaged down here. That's such a bummer. I assume that probably happened during shipping. I'm a little bit sad to have this in paperback. I really want the hardback of this, but they had this on Book Outlet in paperback. I've read this one and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoy, it's just like a haunted house, not murder mystery, or kind of. It's a Riley Sager thriller, and I really like Riley Sager's books, and I really liked this one. And I wanted it in hardback because the cover and just like the look of the hardback is so cool. The other Riley Sager book I own is in hardback. But, you know, this one was discounted, and it's like, you know what? Paperback's fine. It's fine. Also, okay, I don't like that either. Dang it. Okay. See, like the spine is kind of off. See how it's like crooked? Some of the front cover is going over here, and then some of the back cover is getting folded over here. So it doesn't even look like it was bound correctly, which is a bummer. But it's nice and floppy, so there's something. I don't know. It's fine. It's okay. I enjoy the book, and I own it now, so at least now I have it, and I can loan it out to friends. Ooh, this one's so pretty. This was one I really, really wanted to own. House of Hollow by Crystal Sutherland. I really like this one. This was like it's a YA kind of dark fairy tale, and I really enjoyed it a lot. I don't want to explain any more than that because I'm afraid I'll give something away, but this one is kind of disturbing. It is disturbing, and it's like horror / dark fairy tale, and I really loved it a lot, and it was a lot of fun. So, and I just adore this cover. It's so pretty. It's so haunting. Like, it just draws you in, and I really wanted to own a copy of this, so I'm very excited. And it has a cool looking spine too, so that's really neat. All right, couple more. Another one with another cover with a face with flowers is Horrid by Katrina Leno. This is another one I really, really enjoyed a lot. This is a haunted house young adult story, and I really enjoyed this one. I thought it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed the main character. I love the relationship between our main character and her mom. It kind of had like a Gilmore Girls feel with their relationship and how close they were. And it was nice and spooky and fun, and I had a good time with it. And again, this is another cover that just sucks you in. It's so spooky, but gorgeous at the same time. I love it. So I think it's going to be really pretty on my shelf as well. All right, one more. This one I'm very excited about. Oh, weird. They like crammed another box inside the box, I guess, to like fill it up some. That's so weird. Okay, this was packaged very bizarrely. The second book in the Good Girl's Guide to Murder series, Good Girl, Bad Blood. It's in a nice hardback because I have the first one in hardback too, so that's exciting. They'll match. And I'm excited to read some more of this series. So I recently read A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, gave it 5 stars, absolutely adored it. So I'm excited to continue on with the sequel. There's one more after this, so I'll have to get the third one in hardback as well if I enjoy this one. So that is my little book haul. Unfortunately, so they had a buy one, get one free, and I bought 9 books. I also bought The Last House on Needless Street. And this has happened to me before, and this is one of the things that can happen with Book Outlet. After I ordered everything, I got an email saying, sorry, we don't have any more of such and such book, which was The Last House on Needless Street. And what sucks is that was one of the free books for the buy one, get one free. So the cost of the order did not go down, but I got one less book. So that sucks. And that was probably the one I was one of the most excited about in that order, because that was one I haven't read. I've heard a lot of good things about it. It sounds like something I would really love. But unfortunately, that one didn't make it in the order, so that's a bummer. But that's a nice little fun unboxing there. Thankfully, only one of the books was a little bit damaged. The rest of them are in great condition, so that's a plus. I was really nervous about opening this box, and I'm glad they finally got here, because the time I order from Book Outlet, it takes a while, because they're coming from Canada, and it just takes a little bit to get here. So that's a long enough clip. I feel like all these clips have been so long. I'm so sorry. I will hopefully update you, if not today, hopefully tomorrow or soon, on reading, because I should get some more reading in today, so that'll be good. I will talk to you all soon. Hello, happy Wednesday. I'm gonna go completely against what I said earlier, and I'm gonna DNF The Bride Collector. I don't like it. I got more into it last night. I am about, oh gosh, I thought I was halfway through. I'm not even quite halfway through yet. It feels like I've been working on this book forever. You guys, I just don't care. I don't care. I don't like it. I don't like it. I know, as the reader, like, I know who the serial killer is. I just, like, I don't feel the compulsion to be like, I want to keep reading because I want to know who it is. I'm just waiting to see how the FBI figures it out. And on top of that, like, the dialogue is so cringy. I don't like the dialogue. It's just uncomfortable. It just feels unnatural. Very unnatural dialogue. So, you know what? Life's too short. I am going to permanently DNF this and put this in the old donate pile, because I can't anymore. I'm bored and I'm frustrated and I'm so tired of reading this. So I'm going to stop and pick something else to read, because I am most definitely done. I'm done. Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to my messy upstairs once again. There's Mooners. Oh, I am not that boring. Come on. I actually started a new book yesterday after I told you that I was going to DNF The Bride Collector, which I did, and I'm so happy I decided to do that, because my goodness, that was taking forever to read. And I started None Shall Sleep by Ellie Marney, and this is a YA, I guess, thriller. I'm not really sure if it's like, I don't know if it's gonna be like a murder mystery or just like a thriller type thing, but this is reading so much faster. I didn't even really get to read that much yesterday, and I feel like I already made like a good chunk. Like, I felt like the pages I read went by so fast. It feels so different than reading The Bride Collector. Like, it's so incredible that when you're reading a book that's just, you're not clicking with, how slow it goes. Even when it's not a long book, and it's not necessarily a difficult read, but if you're just not connecting with it and you're just not in the mood to read it, it's amazing how much slower you read. This one I'm enjoying a lot more. Describing this book is difficult, the premise of it. So we're following 2 young adults. I believe they both more or less just graduated high school, so they're kind of like 18, 19 years old. Both of them is a boy and a girl. Excuse me. Started to choke on my own spit. I forgot how to breathe and swallow, apparently. We have a boy and a girl, and they each have had some kind of contact with or involvement with past cases that involved serial killers. And the FBI hires them both, basically, to have this little mini team that goes and interviews teenage serial killers that are in prison. A reason they're wanting to do this, the FBI's wanting to do this, is because apparently they're trying to learn more about how the brain works with people that have done horrendous things like that. And these teenagers are not opening up to the FBI agents. They're not able to get the information that they really want to get from these serial killers. And so they are hiring these 2 basically like young adult teenagers to talk with these people, so that way to see if they'll open up to them more, someone closer to their age, someone that's not like an official FBI agent, that kind of thing. So it's a really interesting premise. It's a little weird. I mean, the likelihood of the FBI actually doing something like this seems extremely far-fetched. I don't think they're just gonna grab these two random teens who do have some kind of connection with past things, like with serial killers, but I don't think they would just immediately ask them, "Hey, we want you to go and interview serial killers in prisons for us." It just seems like an odd premise, but it works. It works for this book, and it's fast-paced and it's going really well. I like the two main characters. They've pretty much just met, but they already have like a really good camaraderie, a good friendship kind of developing, and I like seeing that. I think this is YA. There has been some language that feels very adult to me, but I'm liking it a lot. It's moving very quickly and I'm enjoying it. So far I recommend it. It's good so far. Hopefully I should be able to read some more today. I have not read any more of Dark Water at all yesterday because I didn't end up exercising yesterday, and I may or may not get to some of that today. I'm going to take my sweet puppo on a walk today because it's actually a little bit cooler outside and starting to feel like fall. I think today is the official first day of fall according to the calendar, which is awesome. I'm so excited. Goodness, I love fall so much, as I've told you all so many times. But to keep from blathering on too much, but that's how Thursday and reading is going so far. I'm on my lunch break right now and I'm about to work some more, and then hopefully later today I'll be able to get some more reading in and read through some more of None Shall Sleep, because I am intrigued. And I'm glad I'm reading something that I actually like. It's a game changer, folks. It's now Friday, my dudes. I'm so excited. It's going to be the weekend. It is towards the end of the day on Friday. You get to bask in my sweaty, beautiful, messy glory because I just finished exercising on the treadmill. So my hair's crazy, I'm sweaty and gross, and it's lovely. But you know what? I don't care because it's Friday and I am pumped. I finished my workout. We're making pizza tonight, some good old homemade pizza. Sounds delicious. We're gonna watch a movie and do a bonfire. I bought marshmallows. It's gonna be a party. And when I say party, it's just gonna be me and my husband and our daughter and our dog, which to me is a party, and it sounds great to me, so I'm excited about that. I also went shopping with my sister-in-law today. We went to the local used bookstore as well as Goodwill, and I found one thing at each place, so I'm gonna share those with you, and I want to give you an update on my reading as well. This will probably be the final wrap-up clip. So I told myself I wanted to film B-roll for this vlog, and I didn't. Again, every time I'm like, I'm gonna film B-roll and get like artsy with it, and then it doesn't happen. Moon feels the same way. He's like, how dare you? You should have shot B-roll. I guess I still could if I wanted to for today. But I kind of just feel like relaxing and not worrying about filming at all after I'm done with this clip and get to enjoy the rest of my evening. But let's talk about what I've been reading. So I've been reading some more of None Shall Sleep. I am almost halfway. Do you call that almost halfway? I don't know. It's going by quite well. It's a lot more fun than the last book I was reading. I feel like I can't really talk about what's happening in the book because I don't want to spoil anything. But it's been really interesting, kind of like being in this serial killer murder investigation thing, but with like YA protagonists. I don't know. It's interesting. I'm liking it. It's kind of reminding me a little bit, just like a little bit, of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, but just like vaguely. It's definitely not the same kind of thing. Like a girl's just sort of like of her own volition wanting to go and like try to figure out a murder or something. This is somebody that's actually like working with the FBI and being involved in a current case that's happening, and as well as past cases. So, but it kind of, because it's YA and it's involved with like murder and murder mystery type stuff, it just kind of reminds me of that. But I really like it, and I'm hoping I can read some more of it today. I only got to read like a few chapters so far today. I did not read, like I can't remember if I said or not, I didn't end up reading on my Kindle while I was on the treadmill today. Just didn't feel like it. I ended up watching some BookTube instead. I just felt like putting on some BookTube videos and just doing that. So that's what I did. So I didn't read any more of Dark Water. But I did get a new book today. I took 5 books into our used bookstore to get some store credit, and I ended up using that store credit to buy a brand new book. I bought Mexican Gothic by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. I don't really remember much about this book except that it is a Gothic horror, and a lot of people really like it. It's been out for a few years now, so relatively new, but not like a new release. Hopefully I can get to this maybe at some point during the spooky season. It's relatively floppy. Also, I really love this when you open, I don't know if the hardcover is like this, but the paperback, when you open the very front flap, it's got like this really old school horror movie thing going on, and I really love it. I kind of wish this was like the actual cover. Not that this one isn't gorgeous. It's beautiful. It catches my eye every time. But look at that. So I'm excited to read this at some point. But I'm excited to have this. It'll be fun. Goodwill. I usually poke around most of the sections at Goodwill when I go. I love looking through the shoes and the clothes. Most of the time when I look through it, I don't find anything, but every once in a while, you find some gems. And I've found some really, really cute clothes that I absolutely love from Goodwill. I like to look through their books, of course. There used to be this guy that worked at our Goodwill that kept the book section like immaculate. He kept everything organized and it looked really nice. That guy has not been there for a while. So unfortunately, it's just always a mess and a mishmash of crazy, and it's hard to look through the books. But I just haven't found anything there in a while, book-wise. But I did look, of course. But since I now have a record player, I went and looked through their records, which I went and looked through them a week ago, a little over a week ago, and didn't really find anything. Most of the records were in really bad shape, and also it was just stuff that I wasn't recognizing or just didn't know what it would be. But I did find a record this time, and it's in really, the record itself is in really good shape. But it's this. Look at this. Isn't this so cool? I've listened to it already. I put it on while I was cleaning after lunch, and it's just awesome. I really like it a lot. It's got some songs that I recognize. It's got Begin the Begin, Somebody Loves Me, Stardust, T for Two. I've got The World on a String. Some of them I don't know, but I was hoping this was going to have vocals. It does not. It's just orchestral, which is fine. That's pretty much everything that I've had so far that's like the old style stuff has been orchestral, which is fine with me. I just love putting this on, just kind of putting it on low and having that like jazzy old school orchestral stuff in the background. It's so cozy and I love it. So I'm excited to add another one. I was hoping to go to, I found out a few days ago that there's actually a used record store in my hometown, and not the same one that I went to last weekend. And I really want to be able to go. I'm hoping I can go this weekend because I want to go see what they have too. But I'm excited to find out that there is one that's very close by that I can go shopping at. So that's really fun too. So hopefully maybe I can find some more records. I'm really having a good time looking for records. And the kind that I love, like these really old ones, they're so freaking cheap. I mean, this was 99 cents at Goodwill. So I love it. I love it. I can fuel my new desire and habit of records cheaply so far. As long as I'm not wanting to buy ones that are relatively recent or like fancy editions, if I'm going and looking for like really old stuff like that, it's cheap and I love it and it just makes me happy. Anyways, that's pretty much all the updates. I'm excited for this weekend. There aren't any really big plans, which is great. So I can just chillax, hang out with my family, read all the things. I'm excited for movie night tonight and pizza and bonfire and marshmallows, and it's going to be awesome. I'm excited that it's feeling like fall today. It's actually cooler outside. I'm looking, the tree across the street even has little patches of like red leaves on them. I'm just living my best fall life and I'm very happy. But I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I always feel like it's never quite how I want it to be because I'm still not doing B-roll. I'm still very like static with my clips where I just put it on a tripod and talk to the camera. I'm not like walking you around places, or I need to get better at vlogging and I want to get better at vlogging. But let me know if you enjoyed these anyways, or if you would prefer to have some more of my life other than me just telling you what I've been doing, if you want to actually see what I've been doing, if that makes sense. But I've had a good time hanging out with you all. I hope you've had fun seeing me be overly obsessive about fall things and records. So I will talk with you all down below. Please say hi, and I will see you in another video soon. Bye.